Hello guys, welcome to Cricket Caviar. And finally, West Indies. We are meeting now because West Indies have shown their fight. We really hoped and we really needed this fight from West Indies to come to get some sort of engagement from this series, because this series was like such a sandwiched series between two major white ball series like the Asia Cup and the Tour of Australia for Indian fans, that most of the fans were not even waking up for this series. And we were still in hangover from the Asia Cup win. And the debacle that has gone on with the selection, where Rohit Sharma has been disgracefully shown the exit door and Shubman Gill has been made the ODI captain. But I am glad that there was finally a fight from the West Indies. It was John Campbell and Shai Hope with 50s, and it was the first time that any West Indian player scored a 50 on this
This
tour.
is the first session that West Indies has won on a tour, and first session where
First
they have not
session
lost a
and
wicket.
wicketless session is amazing. I mean, I can't believe it. Wicketless session. And I was at the ground actually yesterday, and I felt that West Indies are trying their best, but they just can't make it. But I felt that Anderson Phillip was just next to me, and I have a clip that I'm shouting "Rally round the West Indies" to Anderson Phillip, and Anderson Phillip just looked at me like that. And after that, and today it was Anderson Phillip who played 93 balls,
Oh yeah.
to absolutely hang on with that last wicket partnership
Hmm.
with Harry Pierre. Harry Pierre, obviously my favorite from CPL. Uh, he was
Magical player.
brilliant.
Hmm.
They both actually had that 10th wicket partnership that made them believe that if these two guys are doing it,
Hmm.
why not us? So finally, good to see them taking responsibility, because till now, the Ahmedabad test was a total washout. I don't know what Roston Chase was saying there. He was saying we don't have finances. Then Brian Lara said we have finances. We didn't have finances even in the old days when Viv Richards was playing, when I was playing. So what's your problem with finances? Then we had Darren Sammy making a statement that I hope that when I call a player, he accepts the selection. That is the stage where West Indies cricket is. But man,
No, that's bad leadership, man. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Roston Chase's ability as an all-rounder, but bad leadership, that saying things like that and not able to step up your game in these crunch tours. I'm disappointed with Roston Chase's
and
game.
okay, but first of all, I want to question one thing, Pratik. Did you not like Kevin Hodge as a player? What is your opinion on Kevin Hodge?
Uh,
He's averaged
Amazing
28 in.
batsman. Amazing batsman. Compact
He
player, foot,
averaged
front foot,
28 in.
back foot. Super.
He averaged 28 in Australia, 30 in England, and he was fighting for his life versus Mark Wood. I remember he told Mark Wood that I have two kids at home or something like that,
Yeah.
and he was facing that fire versus Mark Wood
I'm
in
not
England.
convinced with Justin Greaves actually. I like Kevin Hodge better.
I know Justin Greaves is the only one who has actually played well in this series. I mean, in terms of batting, today he
He
again
he
failed.
plays because his bowling ability. I feel that. But Kevin Hodge is a better batsman.
But no, but what? So today, finally, they brought Athens for this test.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Athens came back,
Man,
because
he's
Sammy,
Athens is a
when he
heartbreaker.
came,
He
he
gets those
totally changed the
starts
cricket.
and then he doesn't converts them. Athens is a heartbreaker,
Yeah,
really.
but at least he gets the starts where
Yeah,
no one is
30s,
getting the
40s.
starts. So
Yeah.
yesterday I saw, when I was at the ground, I saw Athens play beautifully. And then at 40, he scored 43, I think.
Yeah,
At 43, he took a wild slog sweep
yeah.
of Kuldeep Yadav. I don't know why he did that. And he got out. And then there was a collapse from 87 for 1. They collapsed to 107 for 4 yesterday in front
Mm.
of me. And I could not understand what was going on. And today, of course, they got out all out for 250, which was still better than I expected, because
Again,
in
but they had
Ahmedabad,
a collapse in the morning, 175 for 8
hmm,
something. So they recovered from there, like two good
they,
partnerships in the end. And that's where a lot
yeah,
of people are criticizing Gill because that was a good batting track. So already India were in the field for 82 overs. Then why did you not bat for like one or two sessions? Why did you take the follow on, give the follow on? So that's Gill has
because
been
I think they
criticized.
just want to go to Australia. They want to be on the
Hmm.
plane to Australia as soon as possible, because the next Sunday the match is there.
Yeah,
It's an
obviously
ODI.
Mr.
It's
Gill
not.
is so busy now. He plays all formats. He's captains in multiple formats. Yeah.
And Reddy was practicing with white ball today, so he's also ready to fly and replace Hardik Pandya, try to replace Hardik Pandya. But my complaint with West Indies and Sammy is this. I mean, I don't want to speak much about it, but Sammy, when he came, he made a big hoo halla. Oh, I am going to now
Yeah,
improve West Indies cricket, Test cricket. And what has happened? We saw 150 in the whole series versus Australia,
very
and
good
that was
point.
Brandon King
Hmm.
scoring 75. And Brandon King has looked clueless. Apart from
Hmm.
that one innings of 75, he has looked
Hmm.
absolutely clueless. There he was leaving ball of Pat Cummins
Hmm.
and getting bowled.
Hmm.
And here he was leaving in Ahmedabad, he was leaving the ball of Mohammad Siraj and getting bowled. And finally he's dropped after 4 test matches. So
Yeah.
what hoo halla you made, boo ba boo, Brandon King is coming into test cricket. I don't understand what is the point of Darren Sammy and his
Hmm.
selection decisions. And you can't bring Cavem Hodge to this tour. You didn't have Athens playing in the first test match. He's done
Hmm.
brilliantly. You didn't have him playing versus Australia. Athens was not playing versus Australia.
I
You
think the
didn't play
series
him
they
there.
lost against England, Kevin Hodge and Athenaeus were the only guys who were making runs there. Even though they lost, but
Exactly.
those were the only guys. Yeah.
Exactly. And now Brathwaite has, so you forced Brathwaite, Craig Brathwaite to retire. Okay, all those things are okay. Now who do you have? Tejner and Chandrapal. You
Hmm.
think what he will do? I mean, he's been disappointing. He's playing that pull shot and getting out every time.
Even today,
And
yeah.
John Campbell, I am sorry, today he has scored 87 not out and everyone will praise him. Everyone will praise, oh, what a player, John Campbell. He's one of the most experienced guy, by the way. He has
Yeah.
played as long as Craig Brathwaite in the domestic circuit.
Yes.
And, he was getting out in funny ways, even through the Australian summer, that
Yeah.
home series versus Australia. He was
Hmm.
getting out in funny ways.
Hmm.
And his sweeping is a compulsive sweeper, man. He's sweeping every ball, but finally he got it right in this innings. Although he survived two lucky umpires call,
Hmm.
Washington Sundar got him out twice today. But luckily,
Hmm.
impact was umpires call. So he got two lucky chances. But I'm happy, and Shy Hope, they made such a big deal that Kevin Hodge averages 25. Why are you guys hyping him? And they bring Shy Hope, who is also averaging 25. And Shy Hope can't play Kuldeep Yadav even after being teammate of Kuldeep Yadav in Delhi Capitals. He has no clue about Kuldeep Yadav. He's getting out in Ahmedabad by playing against the turn. He's trying to drive him and he gets bowled through the gates. And today he's not able to read a googly of Kuldeep Yadav and he gets bowled. I mean, today morning. Then he played
Yeah.
well. Obviously, now he has
Yeah.
scored 50. But,
The interesting thing
I'm
about
happy that
was the partnership was they were going 5 runs and over initially. That was the best part. Like they were playing their shots. They were like, okay, we're not gonna win this match, but at least show a good batting, a positive batting.
I I think that West Indian flair is so critical to the success of West Indies cricket.
Very well
They
said.
should just play their shots.
Yeah,
These
the
guys, see,
timid cricket is yeah, absolutely.
Brian Lara was not a defensive batsman. You should have one or two guys in that team who defend like hell. Like you had Jimmy Adams in those days with
Mm,
Brian Lara, who used to play very slow. You had Carl Hooper playing very slow.
mm.
But overall, if you see other batsmen, you had Chris Gale, you had
Brian Lara.
Brian Lara, you had Ridley Jacobs, all these guys or Richie Richardson, all these guys will go and hit. I don't know who else was playing that time, but
Ricardo Powell, Marlon Samuels, everyone had a
Marlon
gear.
Samuels was
Yeah.
again an attacking batsman. All those guys used to have that West Indian flair.
Mm.
Ram Naresh Sarwan, he used
He
to
would
bat
hit
so
so many
perfectly.
cover drives. He was beautiful player.
So
Yeah,
I think it's very important to have that West Indian flair and show your personality, express yourself while you're playing Test cricket.
yeah.
And that's what exactly these two guys finally did today. Actually, they learned from Athens, who did it yesterday. Even in that
Yes.
brief innings of 41,
Mm,
he actually smashed a six to Kuldeep Yadav.
mm,
After that, he didn't maintain the discipline of the innings, but he showed them that, yeah, this can be done. And
mm.
yesterday, when I was at the ground, Brian Lara and Viv Richards was there
Oh,
at
wow.
that same ground. So they were cheering for them. So I think these guys got some motivation and they've put up a good fight. And it's the second test match. Unfortunately, if it would have been a three-test series, we could have seen a better fight, even better fight from West
We
Indies
would
in the
have. It
third test.
takes a traveling team to adapt to the conditions. I don't know why they don't arrange a travel like a tour game for them in this. If it's
Mm.
a short series, like if it's a two-match series, at least play them, make them play one tour game so that they are like better prepared for the first test.
The Pratik, now the thing has come to that point. I don't want to hear any excuses from West Indies. The As a West Indian fan, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We are a
You
huge
know,
fan. India was playing their full strength team because we were scared of losing a match against West Indies. But unfortunately, in Ahmedabad, it was a poor show. It was a very disheartening
no,
performance.
but West Indies squad was not fully fit. Now, if you had
Yeah.
Shamar Joseph, and
Oh,
Alzari
that was a
Joseph,
big disappointment there that he could not travel.
that would have been a big difference. But
Because
especially
Phillips
at
is working
Ahmedabad,
hard, but it's disheartening to see a West Indies bowler bowling 125 Ks. He's the opening bowler. Come on, like where is the
and he
bounce?
has
Where
such
is
a
the
long
pace?
run up. Anderson Phillips has a run up. Like I saw, he was literally running from the boundary, and the keeper was up. How
Yeah,
can your self-respect as a West Indian fast bowler be sufficed? You're running from that far, and your keeper is up. I mean, a lot of credit to Kevin Imlach, what he has done. He ran out Yashasvi Jaiswal. Somehow he came
yeah.
up to the stumps, collected the throw, missed it. Whatever he got, the stumps broken. But no one should be standing to the stumps to a West Indian fast bowler. I'm sorry. That's a downright disrespect to a West Indian fan if a keeper is standing up to you and you're running from the boundary. No, that's a joke, man. That's a
Yeah.
joke. Come
I mean, I
on,
don't know what
man.
happened, Shikhar. Really, just 7 years ago, this team was on the apex, at least in the T20I format.
Hmm.
Like yesterday, YouTube gave me a suggestion:
Hmm.
watch West Indies versus rest of the world Hurricane Relief Series because West Indies was the T20 champion back then. In that team, there was Chris Gale, Marlon Samuels, Evan Lewis, and now 7 years later, West Indies cricket is struggling, and I don't know. They have to take some bold calls. I
I
remember.
think
And how can you forget the loss against Nepal? Nepal beat West Indies in a T20I series, man, just
it's
before
okay.
this.
It was not full
Yeah.
strength
But coming
West
back to
Indies
Shea
team,
Hope, one
but
one thing I have is a big enigma, Shikhar. 1800s in the ODI format, 51 average. In Test cricket, 25 average. Only hundreds he scored in that one Test match against England. Hopefully, he scored a
where
third
they
Test
won.
century
He
tomorrow.
scored 200s in the same test match. He scored
42 Test
200
match without a century other than that. But hopefully, he scores one tomorrow.
He's a brilliant player of spin and he has played very well in ODI. And I was looking forward to see him back in Test cricket. He disappointed me in that series versus Australia, to be honest, because he
Yeah.
was the one who was replacing Kevin Hodge, and he was made that I'm going to keep the stumps.
Yeah.
And after 4 Test matches, now we see Tevin Imlach is the keeper, and is clearly a better keeper than Shai Hope.
Hmm.
So Shai Hope is now playing as a pure batsman, which adds to the pressure and hopefully it gives him more responsibility.
Hmm.
And my only point is all the hula baloo that Brandon King came back, John Campbell came back. We made Kevin Hodge go out, we made Athenis go out, we made so many guys go out. And let's not forget against Pakistan,
Hmm.
Gutekesh Moti was bowling beautifully and he scored most runs in that
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
And you don't even consider him. And what about Kevin Sinclair, the guy who does
Oh.
somersault backflip?
Oh.
He was instrumental in that
Yeah.
series leveling win versus Pakistan. You
Yes.
don't even consider them. You just leveled a series versus a serious Asian country in March or
Yep.
February, and you
Yeah.
don't even consider playing them now.
No, I'm missing Moti
Where
and
is
Shamar
Gutekesh
Joseph a
Modi
lot.
and Kevin Sinclair?
Yeah.
And why Darren Sammy's intent on bringing his own players, John Campbell, Brandon King? Why?
Yeah.
Brandon King is leaving the balls and getting bowled, man. It's embarrassing to see him just because he scored 175 versus an Australian team.
Hmm.
Where you got 27 all out. He has to play every game. Thank God they dropped him and played Tevin Imlach, who showed some resistance. At least he
Hmm.
puts a price on his wicket. And I'm happy that Carey Pierre and Anderson Phillips fought today. The way they
Yeah.
fought, they put a price on their wicket. They didn't want to give up. And that's why they made their batsmen realize that you guys have to also do it. I'm happy for the fight they put
Hmm.
in today. But
Yeah. No, the batting
Pradeep,
is good,
before
but
I
the bowling that came was very bad. I don't know if Kemar Roach is retired. He was not there. Gudakesh Moti, definitely we consider him as their best spinner, and Shamar Joseph absence was also big. Jaden Seals is bowling good in patches, but again, I feel like he needs some support basically.
yeah,
He
he needs
can't.
the support.
Yeah.
Actually, he's bowling really well,
Yeah.
but
His
he can't do
opening
it
spells he
alone.
bowls very good, but yeah, he's not getting the support.
He can't do it alone. So yeah, they need another good bowler. Unfortunate how they managed Shamar Joseph. I mean, they don't have to play him the dead rubbers,
And
man.
where is Da Silva, man? Joshua Da Silva?
No, I think they dropped him
The
long
drop.
back.
Yeah, I mean,
So
he was not scoring runs for a while. Yeah, he
he's
was not scoring runs.
he yeah. I mean, he was good, but yeah, they didn't consider him for England. Also, I think there also
Yeah.
you had some other keeper.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
want Kevin Sinclair to come back, man. I want Kevin Hodge, Kevin Sinclair to come back, especially when they're playing Asian
Hmm.
countries.
No,
I
but
also want,
if they can play only two spinners, my pick will be Gudakesh Moti and Warikan. Warikan is good because in this format. So
yeah, I
Kevin
mean,
Sinclair is my third choice, basically.
Kevin Sinclair is a spinning all rounder, man. He
Yeah, he
he
can bat
can
as well.
bowl that off spin. I mean, he's better than Roston. Hey, Roston Chase just came somewhere out of. He's not even
Especially without
taking a
his
single wicket.
batting not clicking, Roston
Without
Chase doesn't add much.
Absolutely, he has all the flair in the world, but he will give you return catches.
Hmm.
He's not driving down the ground, man. He's driving
Hmm.
everything. It's not ODI cricket or T20 cricket,
Yes.
Roston Chase. You have to drive it along the ground.
Hmm.
You can't play so casually, man, in Test cricket.
Yeah.
Highly disappointed because I was expecting a lot from Hope and Chase.
Hmm.
Especially these two batters, I was expecting a lot from these two. And Greaves. Justin Greaves
Gr-
is still done better. At least
Yeah.
he's got some 40s in Ahmedabad where no one
Hmm.
even touched
Hmm.
20. He at least got a 40 there.
Hmm.
I'm still slightly, I mean, with the ball, he's nothing. To be
No, this is
honest,
the
there.
last innings of this test series. I really want West Indies to put 400 plus on the board tomorrow. Grind the Indian bowlers, show Shubman Gill that, you made a wrong decision by giving us a follow on.
Yeah, and we want Gill to run out Jaiswal again and to further fuel the story of the Gill Jaiswal fight that has been going on, because I clearly feel that Gill should not have been ball watching, but Jaiswal has been in these moments too often, too many times when it was against with
If
Kohli.
someone is on 175, you sacrifice your own wicket. I would just say that. Yeah.
I think Jaiswal, see, the match had just started and the day had just begun.
Hmm.